All right, so you guys normally see me reacting to hot takes of anime, TikTok, and anything like that. But now today, I'm actually going to be reacting to some of my own videos. Now, these are the anime draft battles. If you guys have seen the shorts going on the YouTube channel, these are where the toughest conversations have been happening. So I'm gonna go to the most controversial ones that we've had so far, and we're gonna watch it, review it, see if I made some good decisions or some dumb decisions. And then also we're gonna look at some comments as well. I have to clap back a little bit. So let's get right into it. All right, so right here we have the big three anime draft. So let's see what happens.
Three anime team to beat mine. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach characters only. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, so right here, Luffy off the first pull. I already knew it was gonna be wild. Once you get Luffy, it's like, all right, that's Gear 5, that's access to Nika abilities. I already knew. I knew it was gonna be wild.
That does not feel good. Do I get here? Oh, Law?
Okay,
All
we
right,
got
that's
Law.
gonna be my healer.
W healer.
Oh, my guy?
I'll go support for now.
Kaguya. I don't know, she really...
All right, Kaguya. And at first I wasn't sure to put her in captain because I feel like, yes, she is basically the mother of all chakra when you're talking about, you know, Naruto Shippuden specifically. But like her leadership role wasn't really that great. I mean, yeah, she had Black Zetsu pulling the strings of everything, but like Kaguya also isn't as level-headed as some other characters that are in Naruto. But at the end of the day, she's still Kaguya. She's still Kaguya. So I had to do what had to be done.
Really a cat? I mean,
Yeah.
all right, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yamamoto?
This is what caused the most chaos. Because you get Yamamoto in here, and we just saw his Bankai fully animated in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc of Bleach, and obviously everybody went crazy seeing that. Being able to summon beings from the dead, having the tip of your sword literally being compared to the temperature of the surface of the sun. I mean, there's so many things you could say about Yamamoto, whether, you know, Aizen had to plan for him, Uebach had to plan for him. So obviously he is one of the most powerful characters, and his spiritual pressure is through the roof. And I already know the Bleach fans are gonna come in here and say the Bleach verse scales way higher than the Naruto verse. Let's just see how these teams play out though.
I want to put him as a tank though, so.
Support?
Wait, I didn't put it down yet.
Where are you putting him?
I guess I'll put him as a tank.
I would have made him tank or at least vice captain. Tank or vice captain.
Oh, Kainu? That's tank energy, y'all.
Okay, Akainu is not a bad pull if you're talking about a fire user going up against a fire user. Yes, Yamamoto is way stronger than Akainu. Well, I mean, Akainu is more of a magma user, which is technically could be worse, considering that Akainu took down Ace and he also has access to great hockey. But in the grand scheme of things, Yamamoto would still get that matchup. It would just be a little interesting because Akainu is a Logia user.
Oh my God. Yoruichi.
Okay. Yep.
Support.
One of the
Okay.
fastest
Super
characters
fast,
on the board.
super fast. Sanji. I'll support him.
Another fast character on the board. All right, a lot of you guys were looking at Yoruichi saying Yoruichi is incredibly fast, and she is, but so is Sanji. Sanji's also incredibly fast. Now we do know Bleach to One Piece, Bleach scales higher. We get that. I'm just talking speed. That's all I'm talking right now.
Oh,
Chad?
Yeah.
Skip? Oh, man. Oh, Orihime. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
The
All right.
healer.
That's the pull that kind of scared me more than anything else. I know everybody was looking at Yamamoto, and obviously Luffy is there as well, but Orihime is the pull that kind of scared me.
Yeah, you know where she goes. Yeah, she's broke. Nami? Skip.
Yeah, gotta get Nami
Zeus,
out of there.
But that's not enough.
No.
We need something crazier. Like Itachi. Somebody crazier.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh!
Nico Robin.
All right. I buy
Okay.
that. Not bad. Naruto.
Hey, and Naruto kind of brought it back a little bit.
Him anywhere. Let us know who won. Team.
Okay, all right. So let's look at the teams real quick. Let's analyze what's going on here. So obviously, Yamamoto in the tank position is a beast. Like I said, Akainu would give him a little bit of a run for his money just because he is a magma user and he's a Logia user. But at the end of the day, Yamamoto is still clearing easily. And what do we know tanks are supposed to do? They are supposed to be taking literally the most damage and protecting everybody. They are defensive fighters in the sense, which I do think Akainu can play that role as well because he's a Logia, but Yamamoto is gonna get that, especially with the Bankai. He's got that handled quickly. The only thing I think that people have to look out for, because I know there's a lot of people that are saying, well, Yamamoto clears, and I feel like we need to hold on for a second because Kaguya can literally change the dimension dimension that they are in. No matter if people, listen, I know people are gonna say, well, if you're in the Soul Society or this, that, or whatever, Kaguya can literally shift the dimension and change it to some place that's more advantageous for our team. That is something that people are not really paying attention to. And I get that Gear 5 Luffy is going to be literally devastating in terms of changing the properties of a character's body, because he can do that. He turned Kaido into rubber essentially. But if Kaguya changes the dimension to a place that is worse for Luffy, we've seen her go to like this ice world, the sand world, she can literally change the element around where even Yamamoto would feel the effects of the dimensional shift. Even he would, even though the Bleach versus scales higher, we get all of that, Kaguya is still up here in the Naruto verse. So we have to remember that as well. And really, like I said, the biggest thing for me is Orihime. Now, Orihime is one of the greatest healers, not just in Bleach, but just in all of anime. Orihime is in that conversation. Law is amazing as well because he is a doctor, but he is nowhere near the level of a healer that Orihime is. Orihime literally can like reverse time to heal you essentially. But Law has one thing that Orihime does not have. And you guys already know what I'm about to say. The immortality surgery. If Law sacrifices his life to give somebody immortality on the crew, which is possible, especially because as his role as a healer, it does not mean that they can't fight, but their role is to really protect the crew. It depends if Law gives that to a Kaguya, if Law gives that to a Naruto, I think we're back in business. Because if you see Itachi there, Itachi already has his Izanagi and Izanami ready for Robin, and even with Might Guy being there, I mean, Might Guy versus Sanji, it would be a decent matchup. It would be a decent matchup just from a speed perspective. Naruto is going to clear Yoruichi, unfortunately. And even if we say that Luffy goes crazy, because I do think he will, like I said, the dimensional shifting with Kaguya and her having access to the truth-seeking orbs and truth-seeking spears that literally disintegrate you on touch, I think it's a lot for everybody to deal with on that other team, personally. Now, I know some people are saying I got smoked here. I think this is one of the closer matchups. See, we see one here. Yamamoto alone solos this list. I personally do not think Yamamoto is going to solo. If you even give her the win, that's fine. Yamamoto soloing, as powerful as he is, people did get on him for losing to not even Yuabak. He didn't even lose to Yuabak, right? So we have to put that into consideration. Yamamoto can still get defeated. He's not immortal, but Law grants us access to immortality. Law does give us that. Oh, this is a great point. Sanji might as well be a member of Team 2 with all the ladies there. Yeah. Now, I don't think I had Sanji really fighting any of the ladies because obviously he's not going to. But who was he matched up with again? Oh, it was Sanji going up against my guy. That's what it was. Should have put Kaguya at tank instead. I don't think so. I don't think so. I did question her leadership in certain parts, but I don't think that she would be the... I mean, honestly, Kaguya could really be anywhere, but I do like her basically playing the strategic role of changing dimensions. Obviously, even if you're a captain, that does not mean you don't fight. You still fight, but you are leading the charge. And we already know Black Zetsu made all of Naruto basically happen, essentially, from the beginning. So, and we know who created Black Zetsu. So I wouldn't put it past Kaguya to be a great strategist. I just think that Kaguya, to me, can be more effective in like the captain role or the vice captain role. Right side slams hard. I don't think so. I think this is really, really close either way. I just think that people saw Yamamoto, and obviously you can make a case that Yamamoto is the strongest out of all the characters on the board. I wouldn't disagree there, but I don't think he's just walking in and saying, all right, Kaguya, Naruto, one hit KO. Like I get the Bleach versus scales higher, but we have to also dial it back just a little bit. Kaguya can send people into other dimensions, and Itachi can distort reality. This is exactly what I'm pointing to. Izanagi, Izanami, and dimensional shift. That's a lot. That's really a lot. Gear 5, 8 Gates, Might Guy, and Yamamoto, come on. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I do. But I think you have to understand that Kaguya dimensional shift is already, the first 2 points that you're bringing up right now would have to deal with Kaguya. Kaguya is such a powerful opponent, just like Yamamoto, that she can affect the entire board. It's not going to be just Yamamoto is soloing my team and Kaguya has to focus on one person. Like, no, it's going to be the both of them. The both of them are going to have major shifting hacks and abilities on both sides. And we do have Law who can make somebody immortal if that happens, right? I don't think Orihime has access to that ability, but she is the better healer overall. She is. Yoruichi generally solos the first team. I mean, I feel like maybe I'm missing something. If you wanted to say that Yamamoto is more powerful than Kaguya, I guess, but Yoruichi is soloing the team. So Yamamoto's gonna sit back and Yoruichi is gonna go in solo Kaguya and Naruto together. I feel like people are taking the Bleach verse being scaled higher than the Naruto verse a bit too far. Just a bit too far. It's not like Bleach is DBZ. All right, Bleach is not DBZ. Let's stop. Yamamoto solos. His Bankai started literally evaporating all the moisture in the Soul Society, which is possibly infinite in size. And I'm not going to say that's a bad take, but what I will say is that you're negating Kaguya's dimensional shifting. That's the only thing. I think that her being able to shift a dimension is literally an equal level feat. Like, I don't understand how it's not being processed. That I'm getting, you guys understand how powerful Yamamoto is, but you guys are sleeping on how powerful Kaguya is. That's the only thing. I mean, other than that, a lot of people were kind of stuck in between going with team 1 or team 2. There was never really like a clear-cut winner. So you guys let me know down in the comment section below which team you are taking. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we have a Jujutsu Kaisen draft here. Now, if you are not a manga reader, I won't spoil too much, but just know that there's manga feats being considered in this.
Jujutsu Kaisen team to beat mine. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go.
Miguel.
Okay,
Miguel?
Miguel's all right.
I'm gonna go support.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go support.
Yeah. I'm about to get Gojo right now. You
If
ready?
you get him, I'm just gonna quit.
Hirara? Definitely support.
Yeah.
That technique is solid. Oh my God.
Yorozu is powerful, so powerful. Like I said, I won't go too in depth just in case you don't read the manga.
Nah, that's crazy.
There's room for better.
Akari.
Nope.
Mahito.
I need a Sukuna or a Yuji to beat that.
That's all.
And realistically, I did see some comments of people saying Mahito technically could have been a healer, and yeah. Like, Mahito is definitely in that camp as well as a healer, but I do think Mahito has such good IQ and battle IQ. Like, a character that we thought necessarily wasn't going to be one of the strongest curses ended up being one of the strongest curses, and could have honestly been more powerful if it weren't for plot. So yeah, Mahito is definitely going to get one of the captain positions for me.
I'm saying Mahito.
I'm feeling lucky. Oh, I think
Yuki.
I think there's still room for better.
Yeah, let me get Kenjaku right now.
Yeah, Yuki at tank is ridiculous, y'all. That's tough.
Nah, hey, chill.
Let me get. Oh, daggone.
Hey,
Oh.
dag off. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support.
Gojo.
I didn't want to skip too early.
Oh, Hanami? Oh, yeah, you got that.
I got Mr. Eggplant.
Yeah, Hanami's all right.
Told you.
Traitor.
Told you.
Oh,
no, I'm skipping Jujutsu.
Yeah. See, this is why I did not skip Dagon, because if I skipped Dagon, I would have had to keep Juzo, and Juzo's shot. So,
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. Oh, okay, Gakuganji.
all right.
I guess 10.
I mean, Yuki slams Gakuganji any day of the week, and even from a defensive perspective, because now we are putting them both in tank positions, Yuki got that. Like, Yuki's curse technique got that,
On his
100%.
way up. Sukuna.
no way.
Almost. Woo! Oh my God.
Right at this moment, I was like, oh, goodness. Jacob's ladder is fried. It's fried.
Yo,
That's cookage.
yo, just wait. Hold on. Hold on.
I'll allow it.
Nah.
Hanyu, oh my gosh. I forgot how bad this was. This was...
That's crazy work. Listen.
need it.
I'm getting Sukuna next draw, bro.
No, you're not. I am.
All right, let's see.
Even better.
My
better.
successor. Oh, Maki. Oh.
Maki at captain is okay. Maki is definitely a good strategist, but obviously later on in the manga, Maki basically kind of has to take not really a lesser role because Maki gets stronger, but that leadership role she really had in her school, that died quickly. Obviously people like Yuta and Gojo and others started to take that.
All right, Sukuna, here we go. Sukuna. No way. Gojo, baby.
Hey,
Gojo, baby.
I told you I was getting Gojo. I told him I was gonna get Gojo, and Gojo absolutely does turn the tide. Absolutely does turn the tide. He was saying
And
Maki,
boom.
Angel is gonna win. Now let's analyze what's going on here, y'all. Let's analyze what's going on. Gojo and Mahito already are just disgusting. The rest are a bag of chips except for Kirara. Kirara is important. I'll wait for you guys to get more tapped into the manga. But everybody else, I'm sorry, Gakuganji's a bag of chips, Hanyu, bag of chips, Dagon, bag of chips as well. When you look at his squad, Maki, powerful. Yorozu, powerful. Yuki, powerful. Miguel, even Angel, all of them are powerful. But there's one thing that his team doesn't have that my team has, and that is Gojo. And I think we have to understand, I know it's unfair, but this is literally what JJK said about Gojo. That literally the moment he was born, the balance of power in the universe like shifted in JJK because he was that broken. Gojo and Sukuna are the two. They're the two that really match up with each other. Without them in the verse, it's like, okay, there's a little competition. Once they are there, you have to plan everything around those two. So if he got Sukuna, I would maybe say, okay, you know, there's a fight here. I get Yuki is special grade, and Yuki is probably going to have to put the team on her back, or Yorozu. One of those two is going to have to put the team on her back, because as powerful as Maki is, I mean, the domain expansion just from Gojo alone, because I don't even know how they're going to get through to stop him, but the domain expansion is going to be an issue. All right, this one thing will be a manga spoiler, all right? So if you want to skip past the next one, you can. Sukuna needed to make a binding vow just to bypass Gojo's infinity. Again, all these characters trying to make binding vows to try to get past Gojo, while Gojo's also using reverse curse technique to heal himself while he's going crazy. Like, it's just a hollow purple to his team would be devastating. Like I said, Yuki or Yorozu, probably if they were in the captain spot, it probably would have been a little bit of a better matchup, I think. But like, Mahito also is elite too. I just think it's a lot. It's a lot with having Gojo on the squad. Like, yeah, maybe a Jacob's ladder if Angel's able to get it off, but you already know a lot of planning happens around that. Like, they had to raid Sukuna with a whole squad, so Gojo's gonna have to get raided as well. So that's all I'm gonna say there. One surely based on Gojo. I think so. As cheese as it is, once Gojo's on the board, it's like, yeah, it's tough. I love how getting either Gojo or Sukuna is basically an instant win unless the other gets the other of the two. Yeah, I think if he had Yuta, there's an opportunity. I think Yuta's like the only other character where it's like, you don't have Gojo or Sukuna, but like you have Yuta. So it's like, you could still contend. Or maybe Itadori, maybe. Miguel should have went tank because he went through Gojo's beating. I disagree. I think Yuki's curse technique ability is literally perfect for defense, as destructive as it is. And I'm trying not to go too far in the manga here just in case there's anime onlys watching this. Gojo is losing. There's Angel, Maki, Yuki, and Yorozu. Interesting. So there's no Mahito in the build? Because Yuki was also trying to run down Mahito. Let's not sleep on Mahito. And I think what's key here is that I put Gojo and Mahito in captain positions. So they are leading. They are leading the charge. I think that is where it gets critical because both of them have very, very high IQ. Now, if I put Mahito in like support or something, I'll be like, okay, maybe because he'll have somewhat of a lesser role, but like Gojo and Mahito leading the charge with their IQ, I wouldn't put it past them to come up with a plan to stop the other team. Shouldn't Mahito be a healer? I mean, his curse technique, yes, he could have been a healer and maybe he would have been better as a healer, but I just think that his IQ was very, very good in the series. So I kind of was going off of that, but you know, he would be a great healer too. He would. All right, so for this next one, we have an Avatar and Korra draft. This one was highly controversial. So let's get into this one. This one was fun. I love this one.
Avatar core team to be mine. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, let's go.
Dang it, it's not a waterbender.
All right, Combustion Man.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with support because I think that he would make really good like sniping and everything,
Yeah.
and like that's a good support.
And it's my turn.
Great spot to
pull
put
A.
Combustion Man.
No, it's not.
Bro, it is part of the red bull. I'm gonna skip it. Now we're talking.
Gotta skip him. And I know a lot of people were getting on me for that, but look who I pulled right after. Fire Lord Ozai. And I know I did not put him in the captain spot. And this is probably my Achilles heel when it comes to these draft battles. But some people will be like, why didn't you put them in the big spot and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, the thing is part of this is kind of a gamble. Like, you don't know who you're gonna get. And I'm thinking, all right, if I do get an Avatar or I do get somebody that I feel like is better suited to lead than Fire Lord Ozai, because we know his temperament was not greatest for leadership. I said, you know what? I'll play it a little bit safe, give him the vice captain spot. You know, we don't know if we're getting Souls' comment or anything, so.
Go vice captain because I think we could pull some more heat.
I think you're getting low morale in that army.
You think so?
See,
Yes,
she said
everybody's getting abused.
She said it. She said it. That's why I was like, all right, let me go vice captain, because yeah, the morale might be a little, if I put him at captain, I feel like I would agree with her even a little more. But that's why I couldn't put Ozai at head honcho. I couldn't.
Okay, okay.
This one threw me, and I know everything she says after this is valid. So let's just listen to what she has to say.
Yes, he's got a brain. He's the greatest strategist, and additionally, he pops up. He built the war balloons. He built the submarines. Okay.
You're right. 'Cause if I get
The thing is, and I kind of said it too, I was hoping to get Kuvira at this point, because Kuvira as a leader is strong, and I already was kind of seeing the vibe of like, all right, if I have Ozai, maybe Kuvira would be good to match up with Ozai and they could work together or something like that. But Sokka at captain, after I just placed Ozai at vice captain, I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, Sokka is great. He has high IQ. But at some point you got a box, right? Your IQ could be through the roof, but at some point you got a box. And I just, after I pulled Ozai at captain, I was like, yeah, I don't think Sokka can be in this type of room. Maybe if you want to put him at vice captain or even support, like make him build the stuff on the side as a support. You think of it like Smash Bros. You know, you give him a assist trophy type thing like that. That's Sokka. I was saying captain. I couldn't agree with that one.
Vera.
Yang Chen. Now this one, a lot of people were disagreeing with where I put Yang Chen. You'll see.
Now where do I want to go with one of the greatest avatars?
You want to go down here?
I'm gonna go tank.
Now everybody was saying, Rob, how did you not put Avatar Yang Chen as a healer? I mean, we get her healing abilities, we get it, but Yang Chen is an avatar. Avatars can go anywhere. What do y'all, I don't understand how y'all don't see that avatars can literally go anywhere. They could literally be tank, healer, support, maybe not captain. And I'm not saying for Yang Chen, I'm just saying like, I mean, I don't know if I want to put Korra at captain, like, or I mean, Kyoshi could be a captain too. Kyoshi could be a captain. Aang, a younger Aang, I don't know if I want to put my captain. You know, but Yang Chen can literally go anywhere. I mean, she literally screams as an airbender. She screams and like separates like land masses or stuff. Like she's broken. So at the end of the day, yes, I put her at tank because she's one of the most powerful avatars in the history of avatars. Like I don't understand how that's a bad decision. She can heal too, but I want the avatar defending my team. I'm sorry.
Okay, respectable. I'm really happy about this draw.
Toph. Yes. Now Toph is basically the GOAT earthbender. Toph is the greatest earthbender of all time. So I get it. You know, there's no metal bending without Toph. There's no, like, Kuvira ran because Toph walked, literally. So we get all of that. But Toph versus Yang Chen, I'm a bet on Yang Chen, y'all. I'm a bet on Yang Chen. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if they would work together, but he might make it happen.
Aang, it's time.
I got a lot of villains.
Unalak. And I had to. And again, y'all are saying, why didn't I put this person here and there? Unalak is literally the perfect captain. The Dark Avatar? Come on. What are we doing?
Okay.
Absolutely.
You saw it, didn't you?
I did.
You saw it, didn't you?
Boomy.
Boomy is great.
I think that they vibe too hard and that all of his crazy plans will get crazier and that they then can't like predict.
See, and I like that. I like that. Personally, I would have had, see, if Sokka were at vice captain and Boomy were at captain, I probably would have liked it a little bit more. But still.
I can't say healer. I can't say. I'm gonna say
She's good.
Yeah.
Look, she's gonna rival him for
Yeah.
that like sharpshooter, like, you know, distance.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, here's my skip.
Oh, Jet's out of there?
Oh, Paku.
I
Haku.
think that his sister got him over the misogyny and he learned healing, okay?
Now, obviously, because he's a waterbender, you know, they have access to healing properties. They do. So yeah, it's a good
I
pull.
gotta get Katara. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Kuvira's here.
This is crazy. Yo, again, I feel like because a lot of people were killing me because they were saying like, oh, you got all villains, how they gonna work together, blah, 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 because Yang Chen's there. And I'm like, y'all, look at who I have. Like, this is if you really look at my team right now, like, it's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. Like, yes, she has Toph, she has Boomy, but it's like, yo, I have like straight firepower from all different walks of nations. Like literally, Unalak, waterbending, Ozai, fire, Yang-Chen, air, Kuvira, earth. It's a wrap.
Great healer, right?
No, she's not.
You should put it right here.
No,
I couldn't put her at
No,
healer.
no, that doesn't exist.
No.
She's not gonna listen. This is such a good support.
Who'd you get? Appa? Oh.
Yeah. Appa's one of the greatest supports in Avatar, literally. So yes, yeah.
Okay. Now it's time to get A. Of course.
Ooh.
I did get Yakun. I mean, he's not a healer though.
No, he's not.
He's not a healer.
I think
But that you get bloodbend though. That might be able to do something. If you're able to bloodbend Aang, you got to be up there. And the whole courtroom, tough.
my team's fighting yours, and they're beating him.
With Ozai, and I have an Avatar in Yang-Chen, and I have
And I have
Kuvira.
Toph. I have Toph.
Yo, I love her saying I have Toph because yes, Toph is that elite, but like it's just I feel like it was too much for Toph. Combustion Man riding Appa is a devious combo. That is. I would love to see that. But you know, at the end of the day, Kuvira is in the building. So yeah. She ate, I can't lie. And that's something I'll give her. Like, I feel like she put her characters in great positions based on her pulls, like at even a greater level than I did. But for me, I was trying to gamble. I was trying to see, all right, maybe I might get somebody better here and there. So not everybody's in the perfect role. But I still think my team got it. Look at the firepower. Like the firepower is just nasty. His team is way stronger and busted, but her team is so well made, it deserves its flowers. That's the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it right there. Ozai at vice captain just sets the team up to implode. He wouldn't be anyone second. With Unalak there, he better shut up and listen. That's a dark avatar. He better shut up and listen, or he could get packed up. Like, what are we doing? And yes, my crew would have infighting. But so were her team too. Combustion Man is there. You think Combustion Man is gonna be like, yeah, you know what, Toph, you and I, Sokka, we cool. Like, what? There's gonna be infighting on both teams. All I'm saying is if Fire Lord Ozai wants to act up, I think he's gonna turn to the left and right and see that, oh snap, Kuvira, Unalak, Yang-Chen? My bad, bro. Didn't mean nothing by it. Unless Sozi comments out. If Sozi comments outside, he might test the waters, but he's not gonna act up like that. And Yakon, Yakon could also bloodband too. So hey, if he wants to, he can. We're still gonna make it home without him. We'll still make it home without him. He's icing on the cake at this point. Yang-Chen tank instead of healer is diabolical. No, it is not. Yang-Chen would have been an amazing healer, but let's not get it twisted. She would be an amazing tank too. I don't understand. Y'all are making it seem like Yang-Chen is just Nurse Joy or something. Like she can't really box. She's just here to heal. Like, no, that's not her position. She's not just a Orihime type character where it's like, all right, your bag is healing. She's not Manchuri from One Piece. Your bag is healing. Like, no, she does more than healing. She can box. She's an offensive powerhouse, a defensive powerhouse. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to certain avatars, like they can really be anywhere. Yang-Chen about to put belt to ass to her whole team. Like, what are we doing? No matter where I put her, Yang-Chen is literally that dangerous. Yakon by himself clears. Bloodbending is probably one of, if not the most busted move in the Avatar verse, and he does it without needing a full moon. He putting folks on a t-shirt. Now, I'm not gonna say Yakon cleared, but it gives my team an even bigger boost. So I you know, a lot of people loved the roles that she put her team in. She gave amazing explanations. She was great at that. I just still think that I won this, y'all. Like I of course there's gonna be infighting on my team, there's gonna be infighting on her team, but I think even through the infighting, I literally have an avatar and a dark avatar. Like it's too much firepower personally. All right, so next up we have a One Piece draft. Let's see what happens here.
Piece team to be mine. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's go. You get the first pick, and you do get one skip.
Okay.
I was tight. First pull, a Gorosei member is ridiculous. So broken. And yeah, this is an automatic tank. Saint Jupiter, the giant sandworm, basically, yeah.
How you get Saint Jupiter off the first pull, dog?
I gotta go tank, man. I gotta go tank.
Broken.
Oh, Shanks is right here. Okay, we're good. And we did get Sanji, though.
There's a lot of picks in this bag, so
Yeah.
you be smart about this.
I'm gonna put Sanji in support.
And I feel like some people were getting on me because they said, why didn't you put Sanji at tank? I saw Saint Jupiter get pulled off the first pull, and y'all want me to put Sanji at tank. My mindset immediately was like, okay, we're dealing with one of the best conquerors hockey uses in the verse. Now I need to move on to plan B. I need people that have confirmed conquerors up top. Not saying Sanji won't get it, because right now in the manga, I mean, it's looking like something might happen. But until it's confirmed, I need conquerors haki users up top. So that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna put a non-conquerors haki user up against a conquerors haki user. It would literally make no sense. So I put Sanji in support. That's what I did. People may disagree. I think it was a smart move, personally.
I think I'm gonna get some crazier picks later on. So.
Burgess.
Burgess, bro. He's not bad. He's not bad.
Burgess is going support against
Yeah.
Sanji. This is going to be the final battle. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
Odin, baby.
Oh,
Odin. I'm gonna put tank.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Odin in tank.
And that's what it was. I got my conquerors haki user now, and I was like, oh, okay, Odin, perfect.
Conquerors. Bam! Oh my god.
And then I was like, dang. Now, Mihawk is a character that does not have confirmed conquerors, but we can infer that he does have conquerors based on the fact that Zoro has conquerors, right? So I give it to him in the fact that he obviously was fighting Shanks back in the day. I do give it to him, but he's not confirmed. He's not a confirmed conquerors haki user.
Bro. Yeah, he's okay.
This is my vice captain right here.
Oh, see, you don't even have faith in him.
He's not even the captain of his own crew anymore.
Let him know.
Yeah, right?
I know,
This
we
is
know.
Buggy's vice captain right here.
Sabo, baby.
Yes, sir, Sabo. And I think this might be another conquerors haki user that's coming up in the One Piece verse. But yeah, Sabo's known as a Flame Emperor. He was in the room with the Gorosei and Imu and made it alive to tell the story. So I do think that speaks to his defense. Yeah, Sabo's one of those ones. He's elite.
This is the real vice captain.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah.
ace copycat?
Don't get me started. All right, he's the flame
See,
emperor.
Brawler Pump. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Oh, that's Bong Punch. He's on Shanks' crew.
I know, he's
not
just
saying-
so mysterious. You know what? I can't get rid of him. I gotta put him at support. I
Okay.
don't know what he
You
does,
have to
but
keep-
the fact that he's on Shanks' crew,
Yeah.
I'm not throwing him away.
You're a
have to
smart
keep
man.
red hair
I got
pirates.
Manshuri, y'all.
Ooh, Manshuri in the building. I know people are always saying, yo, why do you overhype Manshuri? Manshuri is literally one of the greatest healers in One Piece. What do you mean, why do I overhype Manshuri? You wouldn't? That's tough. I'm taking her on my team.
The best healer in the game. The best healer in
Yes.
the game.
Come on, Chopper. Come on, Chopper.
Uta? Uta's a problem.
Can I even put her at a healer?
But she'll sing for you.
You know what? Her music can heal the world.
Oh my.
Yo. I still can't with that. Her music can heal the world, man. She ain't Mike Jack. Bro, what? Like, what we doing, bro? Like... Listen, Uta, this is where it kind of gets a little bit muddy, right? Because Tote Musica isn't necessarily like a part of Uta's bag, but like if we give it to her, then yeah, I'm done. But it's not really like a part of her bag though. So outside of that, I mean, if you just have enough conquerors, or not even, you don't even really need conquerors. If you just have decent hockey, like against Uta, like you will be okay for the most part.
Gosh. Hold this, man. Oh, Katakuri.
Where you putting him?
I put Katakuri.
And remember, Katakuri was boxing up against Tote Musica too. Katakuri was in there. He was in there. He was trying to press Shanks. So he, he really went into his bag. But that's another Conquerors Hockey user. So if we're looking just Conquerors Hockey to Conquerors Hockey right now, I mean, I got 2 Conquerors Hockey users right now.
3 in support.
Arguably 3 if Sanji is confirmed. We got to see. Shout out Scott Gaban.
Oh, Yasop?
Yasop is a problem. And the thing is, I know there's a million worse characters out there in Yasop.
If you don't use your skip, you can swap somebody else for captain.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I like this. I like this.
Okay, so for me personally, Mihawk, as powerful as he is, has never felt like a captain type character to me. He's never felt like that. I know people love to say, Mihawk is GOAT, blah, blah, blah. The Mihawk fans, I know they're in the comments right now, Mihawk over Shanks, whatever. He's never felt like a leader to me. That's never been his thing. It's always just been, I want to work on my swordsmanship. So as a leader, I think that was a bad switch. I'm not gonna lie. I personally feel like out of all the characters he has here, probably Saint Jupiter would probably be the best move, just because he's a member of the Gorosei and he literally is a leader of like an entire faction, or not, I shouldn't even say entire faction, but an entire industry in the One Piece world. Like all of them have their own sectors that they are gods of, they are warrior gods of this or that, and Saint Jupiter literally has his own thing dedicated to him. I believe it's agriculture, but do not quote me on that. The fact that he is a leader of a sector in One Piece, I feel like he would be a captain. Just off of that alone. And the member of the Gorosei, like leadership is literally their thing. The only person that they answer to is Imu. That's it. They don't answer to anybody else. So I would probably put the Gorosei member there and then have Mihawk go up against Odin. That would be my switch. But either way, his team is still stacked. It's still stacked.
All right, here we go. Shanks, I got Marco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this enough?
I don't know, man. This seems pretty even right now.
It's very close. You know, I can't throw Marco out. I can't.
And a lot of people got on me for this because they were like, why did you keep Marco? Why would you keep Marco? And it was tough because yes, Marco obviously isn't the strongest character in One Piece, even though he is very, very elite. But Marco is a character that can also play the captain role, and he can also help out with healing, like how Manchuri can. Marco is a character that fought against King and Queen at the same time. He's a character that basically took the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates after Whitebeard died and said, let me lead you guys to go get payback on Blackbeard. And obviously they ended up losing the payback war, but it shows that Marco does have leadership in him. And that's why I was like, listen, I have a captain spot open. Do I want to gamble and then get like a Usopp next pull? Then I'm really done. Obviously, I would love to like drop Marco and then pull a Shanks. I would love for that to happen, but I would also be risking pulling Usopp. So that's why I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to risk it. Maybe I just hold on to Marco and try to see if the comments will see the argument that I'm thinking in my head. And obviously a lot of people did. A lot of people were like, you should have dropped Marco and just went with whoever you got. I don't think it's an insta loss. I don't.
Throw Marco out. I think Marco.
Like, look at these team matchups real quick. Now, if you're a Mihawk stan, my team gets one-shotted because y'all have Mihawk over everybody in existence that holds a sword. So that's whatever. But if you take Mihawk for what he really is, in my opinion, I think Mihawk and Odin are gonna have a matchup straight up because Mihawk is a sword user and he only wants to deal with sword users and in the first place. So it's really gonna be Mihawk versus Odin, and we're going to have to watch out for Yasopp and Jupiter. Now, like I said, if we're giving Uta Tope Musica, it's over. It's over. I'm not even, this video should just end right now on this part. We should move on to the next draft battle. But if we are not giving Uta Tope Musica, and I don't think it really is her bag, so I wouldn't really necessarily give it to her. It was kind of an addition by use of the movie. Uta's getting packed, respectfully. Not by Manchuri, of course. Manchuri is not gonna be on the front lines at all. She's literally just there to be a heal bot, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's really all I need. Sanji is gonna be putting in disgusting amounts of work, and Katakuri in the back line. Disgusting amounts of work. I think Sanji and Katakuri are beating Bonk Punch and Burgess. Now, we don't know enough about Bonk Punch. Obviously, he's on the Red Hair Pirates crew, but like, I don't think he's sitting in the Katakuri Sanji range overall. Now, he could be stronger than them. He could be, and I would love to see it. But I think the only thing that is going for him right now is that he's on Shanks' crew, and Shanks' crew is really, really powerful. But like, I think Sanji right now, if he does get Conquerors, yeah, he can hang with Bonk Punch. I think so. But either way, I think both of them would definitely win that 2v2, and then it would be a matter of Sabo going up against Yasopp, which I think is a great conversation, and you know, Marco is gonna have to hold off Saint Jupiter. Now, Marco would obviously lose at the end of the day, but because he can heal himself and Manchuri can heal the team, I think all we really need to do is override Mihawk and we win. Or not even that we win, but like, if we override Mihawk, we have a good chance at teaming up against Saint Jupiter and at least containing him. Now, as we've been learning in recent chapters, right? Skip this part if you don't want to get spoiled a little bit, but there has to be a better use of your Conqueror's Haki in order to really damage people that can regenerate, like Saint Jupiter. As far as we know, nobody on my team has that in their bag yet, except for maybe Odin. Now, we've never seen Odin fight anybody on the Gorosei or the Holy Knights, so we don't know for sure, but we do know that his Conqueror's Haki was elite, and it was so elite that Roger literally had to beg Whitebeard to let him sail the seas with him. So Odin is one of the strongest swordsmen in the history of One Piece. I wouldn't put it past him to have that level of Conqueror's Haki. It's just a matter of you're gonna be fighting Mihawk too. So that's really where it comes down to. And I don't know, I would give Mihawk the slight edge in swordsmanship over Odin, but I do think that other characters here would be able to help, because like I said, Sanji and Katsukuri are gonna be running amok, going crazy. So I think they would be able to help Odin in his fight against Mihawk in maybe a 2v1 scenario, or maybe even a 3v1 scenario, because because Uta's also getting packed up unless we give her Tot Musica, and then they will be able to help the other people. That's why I think this matchup is closer than what it looks at first glance. I think it's closer, but you know, everybody is saying, you know, he won, so let's see what the comments say. How is it even? Who there is beating Mihawk? I don't see a world where Oda would make Mihawk lose to Odin when both go all out. What's funny about that, again, is that the Mihawk fans can't see Mihawk losing to any other swordsman in the series that just because he has a title, but Mihawk has yet to show a Conqueror's Haki feat. It's you know, it's kind of funny hearing that from the Mihawk fans, because you need Conqueror's Haki once you are in the top, and he has yet to show us Conqueror's Haki. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Mihawk and a Gorosei member, easy. I don't think it would be easy. I'm cool with people saying he wins, by the way. This is not me trying to act like I won. I think it's just closer than what it looks. That's my only argument. I think it's closer than what it looks. These comments, y'all forgetting Mihawk is the strongest swordsman. Marco is Whitebeard's vice captain, so I would say Marco versus Mihawk would be even. Katakuri would win from Bang. Sabo wins from Yasop, no diff. Gorosei would win from Odin. It sounds like you're saying I would win here. Yeah, it sounds like you're saying I would win here, and I'm not hey, I'm not opposed to it. Let me be fair. Mihawk is the strongest swordsman. Obviously Marco's not a swordsman, and you think Marco versus Mihawk would be even. The only thing that would ever make me say that is the fact that if we go off statements like Mihawk fans do, Vista was rivaling Mihawk, so it does give us an indication that, hey, maybe Marco could rival Mihawk too, or maybe even to a greater degree. Now, if I put Mihawk in the same level as Shanks, as I feel like it's the rightful thing to do, even though I'm a Shanks fan, it's the rightful thing to do, I think Mihawk is going to beat Marco, personally. But I don't think it would be a one-hit KO like everybody's making it seem. I don't think so. I think because Marco can self-heal, and I have Manchuria on my team who could also heal the team, it's going to be a lot for Mihawk to deal with. And that's why my job is really to build a team around Odin and free up Odin as much as possible so he can go crazy. And I think I did a decent job at doing that. I do. With 2 healers, I think I did a decent job at doing that. So basically Odin versus Mihawk and St. Jupiter. So we're going to act like Sabo don't exist. Yo, you know what's the craziest thing? People see that Sabo is Luffy's brother, and they still think he's like a non-factor in the story. People saw Oda put Sabo in the final 12 panel, you know, that final 12 character panel, and they still act like Sabo is not going to have a big impact on the story. Like, I don't understand. I've never understood the Sabo downplay. I never understood it. When he subbed in for Luffy and Dressrosa and showed no slippage in strength, that was the immediate confirmation I needed to tell me, all right, Sabo is elite. He subbed in for Luffy, and not one person was like, dang, Luffy looks like he's off. They literally thought Sabo was Luffy in Dressrosa because he was that powerful, literally. And he had no devil fruit at the time he subbed in for Luffy. So it's like, what are we really doing? You know, he fought Fujitora on the first day getting his devil fruit. So hey, if you're Admiral level day 1, hey, I don't know. I mean, I guess to me, Sabo is at least Admiral level, at least. So if you're discounting an Admiral, have at it. How is it very close? Mihawk literally solos that guy's entire list mid-diff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Mihawk fans are here. So like, if you see a Mihawk fan in here, you know, you could literally put Trunks from DBZ with a sword. They're gonna say he one-taps. So, you know, there's no real point. Like, Mihawk soloing Odin, I guess. I think Mihawk versus Odin is a very good conversation. I do. And just in case you guys were wondering why I go so hard on the Mihawk fandom, it's for comments like this. Look at this comment right here. Mihawk literally stronger than Imu. It's for comments like that. That's what I mean. And a Zoro profile pic. What have I been telling y'all for years about the Mihawk fans and the Zoro fans? Zoro fans want Zoro to be in the sky on the power scaling tier list. So the higher they push Mihawk, it means the higher Zoro will be end of series. So they don't care about anything else as long as Mihawk is top 1. So that means Zoro is top 1 end of series. That's really what it is. That's where ZKK was built, and more stuff will come after. Now Mihawk is stronger than Roger, Rox, Emu. I told y'all think I'm playing. Y'all really think I'm playing. People actually believe this. That's why I am the way I am when I talk about these things. But we can go on to the next one. All right, lastly here we have a Naruto draft. Let's see what happens.
Naruto team to beat mine. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. You get first pick.
Kisame.
Yeah?
Got them at a tank.
Okay, Kisame.
I got 10-10. All right.
I should have thrown 10-10 out. In retrospect, I should have thrown 10-10. I should have burned the picture. But I kept 10-10 because I was like, I may need my skip later on. He just pulled Kisame. Let me relax and hold on to 10-10 because I may need my skip later on. That was my mindset. If you guys are wondering why I still have 10-10 on the board.
I'll leave 10-10 as support.
Haku? I use support.
Okay.
Sasuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna
Sasuke.
fight Captain Sasuke. All right, I'm feeling good now.
I got full Naruto.
Yeah. You get.
Kakashi
Kakashi,
Sensei.
Ooh.
Vice Captain.
Vice Captain. All right.
Which I think is an amazing matchup. Personally, I think it goes to Sasuke. But I think if Kakashi has access to double Mangekyo Sharingan, DMS Kakashi, yeah, I mean, Sasuke is not gonna steamroll him by any means. I mean, it will be very, very close. But I still think Sasuke, especially end of series, like with the Rinnegan and all that, yeah, like Sasuke was a problem in the war, as you know.
All right, let me get Naruto. Here we go. Kaguya.
And there it is. And there it is. Kaguya is back in my squad. Just like in the beginning of this video. She's back.
Kaguya. I don't know.
Okay.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah. The first.
Oh, Hashirama.
And he got the first. And great move. Great move. I saw people in the comments, you know, shouting him out, showing him love too. Yes, putting Hashirama at healer, amazing.
I'm gonna get lucky.
You know
I agree
ball.
with that, though. Sakumo? Kakashi's dad? White Fang. Yep.
And a lot of people have been defending Sakumo too, because people don't know about Sakumo, which is unfortunate, but he was basically stated to be stronger than the 3 legendary Sannin. Like, he is that powerful, just so y'all know. Just in case y'all don't know.
Who you got? The Sage of 6.
Oh, and this is where I started to sweat. Because I'm like, all right, I have Kaguya, but the Sage of 6 Paths now just got pulled. So now it's like, I thought I had this in the bag. I was feeling comfortable. And I'm like, now that he has the Sage of 6 Paths, he may be able to find a way to seal Kaguya. Because we know that's literally what the Sage of 6 Paths did, but he needed Naruto and Sasuke to do it because they are reincarnations of Injira and Ashura. So, I mean, he does have Hashirama there. Let's see.
What? No way.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, hold on. Naruto, pull up. Oh, Orochimaru? Definite healer.
Mm-hmm. And people were sleeping on the Orochimaru pull. I don't know for what reason. Orochimaru is a dog. Like, I don't know what other information y'all need from Orochimaru, but like, I have access to all the forbidden techniques. Essentially, he could literally reanimate all the other people. Like, Orochimaru is a beast, and a decent healer too. Curse mark techniques and all. Like, what?
Skipping that.
Oh, you got Tamari. You got to throw Tamari out.
Gotta skip that one.
Facts.
Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
Madara!
And he got Madara. And that's the part where I was like, oh, it hurt. It hurt because now the floodgates have been opened. Now he has the Sage of 6 Paths. He has the Ashura reincarnation in Hashirama. He has the Injira reincarnation in Madara. Now it's like, he could potentially seal Kaguya. It's still gonna be work, but he can make it happen. And because he can make it happen, I was like, it's tough. This one's a tough one.
Why you support though? But hey, you still in the squad.
Okay. Kabuto.
Now,
Yeah.
Hey, this is hard.
and now everybody was looking at this saying right side slams. There was a couple people that were saying, nah, they think I won. But a lot of people were looking at this saying, hey, you know what? I think the right side slams because it might be too much. To me, Kabuto and Orochimaru together on the same team is ridiculous. If you talk about having Sage Mode Kabuto and you have Orochimaru, you have all access to reanimation techniques, it's ridiculous. Now, if you act like, you know, if you don't want to count reanimation techniques, that's fine, but still, it took Sasuke and Itachi to team up together to stop Kabuto. Just so y'all know, just in case y'all forgot, Sasuke and Itachi had to team up together to take down Kabuto, using Izanami, by the way. That just speaks to how powerful he is. So I don't want people to forget. The only thing is that I have a dud in my team in Tenten, but he also has a dud in his team in Haku. If he's able to get Hashirama and Madara to seal Kaguya, I lose. But if Sasuke is able to work together with Kaguya with the dimensional shifting, with the Rinnegan, and we do know that Sasuke can move with Madara's limbo clones, because again, this is not 6 Paths Madara, this is just a regular Madara. It's not 10 Tails Madara, you know, it's not Judara that we see here, but the Sage of 6 Paths is there, but also Kaguya is there. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces in this. Personally, I don't think Kisame can see Kabuto. I think Haku's out of there. I really think that Sasuke and Kakashi are going to be going back and forth, but Sasuke is ultimately gonna get that W, is Hashirama and Madara dealing with Orochimaru, Kabuto, and Sakumo, because Tenten's dead. Tenten's gone. That's really where it's going to be nasty. And again, obviously, Hashirama and Madara are stronger, but IQ wise, Orochimaru, Kabuto are elite, and Sakumo was stronger than the 3 legendary Sannin. So Kaguya's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting, but it can be done. But I'm not mad with people saying his team wins. I just don't think it's going to be a stomp. I'm not mad with saying his team wins. Even I could see in certain cases, like I said, if Hashirama and Madara can seal Kaguya because they have the Sage of 6 Paths there, so he can give them that 6 Paths Senjutsu, he can give it to them. Yeah, I could see it. I just think that, you know, Sasuke and Naruto were like this. So having either one of them is elite. Do put Hashirama on healing duties. My man knows his Naruto. Facts. That was a great move. But don't sleep on my healers. Just don't sleep on my healers. That's all I'm saying. Madara on support. Would you like these clones to use Susanoo or not? I mean, yes, Madara on support would just be a beast. Yeah, I mean, but I also have Sasuke, who is arguably like the greatest Uchiha of all time. So it's like, as great as Madara is not Ten-Tails Madara. Kaguya and Sasuke on the same team is wild. And exactly. I feel like people are forgetting how powerful Sasuke was end of series. That's really what I think it is. Because people look at the first Hokage and they look at Madara and they're like, these are legends of old. Like, they are elite, blah, blah, blah. And yes, they are. But like, Naruto and Sasuke end of series are literally in that status, and they're above them, in my opinion. Naruto surpassed Hashirama. Sasuke end of series surpassed Madara. Like, end of series, yes, they were that powerful. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about this, but this is true. Madara and Hashirama will definitely have beef. Definitely Sanji and Zoro situation. See, I wasn't even factoring in infighting, but there 100% would be infighting on their team. Like, unless Hagoromo could figure out a way to be like, you guys stop fighting and get it together, or they set aside their differences, maybe. But like, Madara didn't really come to his senses until, you know, Black Zetsu did the whole reveal. So it was too late by then. He loses because of Tenten. Oh man, that's unfortunate. He has Haku though. He has Haku, and Haku is not that great either. Haku is not that great either. Let's get it together. People are forgetting that Kaguya has multiple dimensions and is still stronger than Hagoromo. He needed his brother in order to seal her, and I didn't even finish her off. Let them know. Let them know. All I'm saying is Hagoromo would have to use Madara and Hashirama, bring them together, basically make them work together and have them seal Kaguya. That's a tall task, but it can be done. It's just a tall task. And even if you do seal Kaguya, you still got Sasuke to deal with, and Orochimaru and Kabuto, who have access to a bunch of forbidden techniques like Edo Tensei. It would get wild. It would get wild. That's all I'm gonna say. It would get wild. But you guys let me know down in the comment section below which draft battles you want me to react to next. Obviously you guys enjoy watching them, so I figured, you know what, why don't I just watch these with you guys and analyze and see what you guys are commenting, because I have a lot to say. I just never had a chance to really come out and say it. So let's do it. Love you guys. With that, I'll see you next time. Peace.